Alrighty almighty, here we are with the first actual video, how to get away with buying cigarettes when you're underage. So how to walk into a servo or a smoke shop or wherever you want to fucking go to buy your cigarettes if you're underage. And you know, no one likes being ID checked. If you're ID checked and you're underage, you're pretty much fucked unless you got a fake ID. So, how do you get away with buying cigarettes underage? Fuck, that's an interesting question, isn't it? How do you get away with it? Let me do a little bit of context for some viewers overseas. I know in America there's a law about to be passed which states that they've raised pretty much the smoking age from 18 to 21, which I'm not going to get into my thoughts on the law, but we'll get into that later anyway. That's neither here nor there. The point is how to get away with smoking if you're underage. That's essentially the point. So we're going to get right into that. Number one, if there's an Indian man serving you, you're likely to get your smokes. Indian men, for some reason. In Australia, there's a lot of them, and this is not me being racist or whatever. There's just a lot of Indian men in Australia. We all know this. And they run service stations in bigger cities, kind of like Newcastle, sort of near where I'm at. So if we're ever in Newcastle or something and I want smokes, you're pretty lucky because there's a lot of Indians running servos. Or servos or convenience stores, whatever. You walk up and they're willing to sell you. They're willing to sell to you, pretty much. I think it's their natural capitalistic ideal that they want money, and they come from a country probably where they don't really give a fuck about selling cigarettes. So, you know, they're willing to sell to... Maybe, I don't know, maybe they think we look older, or maybe they just don't care. I'm going to go for B on that one, not A, B. I think they just don't care and they're just willing to sell, and you know what? Props to them. Keeps me smoking. Number two. Alright, so if it's not an Indian person, I think the second best demographic is a man of any sort, really, especially kind of like an older man. Older men don't typically care. When I've tried to buy smokes off people that aren't Indian men, older men are pretty much where it's at. They will typically sell you cigarettes. Maybe. I mean, if Indian men, if like 80% of them will sell you smokes, then I reckon about 60% of older men will sell you smokes without ID checking you. Older men are fine with selling cigarettes typically. Here's a weird one. Here's a curveball for you. Younger women. Younger women are not as prone as I thought they would be to ID checking. They're actually pretty chill most of the time. Younger women are pretty good if you want to fucking smoke if you go there. I mean, they're third best, I think. Younger, doesn't matter about race in this situation, just younger women, 18 to 28, 25, 28 kind of area. You know what I mean? In their 20s kind of thing. Younger women will sell you smokes pretty easily. Easily, that is. Demographic, younger men are actually worse than younger women in selling cigarettes, in my experience. Younger men typically, do they have a stick up their ass? I don't know. They might. I think we need to get a proctologist for these younger men, because I think they get a foot-long stick up their ass, because they don't seem to sell cigarettes to me. I think they hate my luscious good looks, and they're envious. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Here's the worst demographic. Ooh, you better have a fucking good luck charm if you want to get smokes off these people. The worst demographic, I would say, is middle-aged white women. Karens, you might call them. Karens is a good term. They almost never sell me cigarettes. Almost never. I've had it work once. I'm no word of a lie, no bullshit right here. I've had it work once. And it was a pretty fucking happy day. I try, because for every one time it works, there's like a million other times it doesn't. But I hold on to the idea that it once worked. So, in the future, if I see a middle-aged white woman, I'll give it a go. Even though I know it probably won't work, but I'll give it a go. They're the demographics of people that are more likely to sell you cigarettes. So you're an underage smoker, you don't want to get ID checked. Indian men, best. Go for an Indian man. What was the next one? Older white men, pretty good, pretty close. Sometimes it F's up, but it's pretty close. Younger women, surprisingly, they came in the dark horse in this race. Younger women are pretty good at it. They usually do. Not usually, but I'd say about 50-50 for the younger women. Then you've got Your younger men, they kind of fuck you around a little bit. It works sometimes, doesn't work a lot. And last but not least, it is your middle-aged women. The bane of your smoking existence, because they will not fucking sell to you if you don't have an ID, or rarely will. Okay, so let's talk about how to get the cigarettes in general. Like, do you walk up? Like, do you act natural? You put on this voice? No, you just walk up, talk to them like you're buying anything. Talk to them like you're asking for credit. Can I get $50 Telstra credit? Talk to them like that. Can I get a packet of fucking Benson Hedges fine? I know we're not all rich cunts. Can I get a packet of Parker and Simpson 20s? Can I get a packet of yada yada? Or a 20 deck? Always using the word deck means you sound like a more seasoned smoker. So you say, can I get a 20 deck of Rothman Reds? You know what I mean? So calm, collected is the goal. Calm and collected, I would say, is the goal. Just walk in like you're buying anything else. Posture. Don't have a ridiculously high posture like you're trying to assert yourself. I mean, aggress, not assert. Assert's a good thing. Don't walk in with a ridiculous posture like you're aggressive. But, of course, don't walk in with a diminutive posture like you're, like passive. You need to walk in assertive. Assertive. Assertive is the best term right here. Assertive. If you walk in as an assertive human being with just a normal posture, like you'd say hi to your mate or whatever, that's the goal. Assertive posture. Talk normally like you're talking to anyone else. Indian man. Oh my god. What else is there? What else can really help? If you're buying cigarettes, sometimes it can help to buy something else, but not always. Not always. That's something I've heard that tossed around when buying cigarettes underage without an ID. I don't know. It can work 50-50 for me. I've never really bothered buying anything else if I'm buying cigarettes. I mean, I think I bought a Red Bull once or something. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, the 3 goals. Indian man. Talk to them like you're buying anything else. And number 3, be assertive. My 3 rules. Sorry it's getting dark here where I live. It's sunset and I'm a retard and I forgot to put my flash on. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, whatever. And have a good one.